I was 20. I was 20.
I talked to Eric Post yesterday, and he was like, I learned how to do spherification before I ever cooked a protein.
Yeah.
And it's like, I believe you guys coming up at that same time where it was like, you learned how to do all this crazy fancy technique before you even cooked a protein.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think I was a little before that, so it was like, don't touch the science if you don't know how to fucking cook.
For sure.
But the mentality's changed over time.
Yeah.
And I think the chefs were like, well, anyone can cook a fucking steak, but
yeah.
can you do this?
Can you do this?
Yeah,
yeah.
And it became about
I think
that.
it's working its way back.
Yeah, a little bit.
Around.
I think we found our balance.
Yeah.
Because then after that, for a little while, when I was at Meadowood, you had those cooks that were like never cooked on the hotline. Mm-hmm. And it was like I would be fucking terrified if I never cooked on the hotline.
Absolutely.
Like when I got on Meat Station, I told them that I never worked a Meat Station because I didn't want to have that stigma of like, oh, he worked a meat station, he should be fine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know anything.
No,
and
that's
then,
smart.
Yeah, always.
Setting yourself up for success. Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude. Like Chef was always like, he's like, are you gonna tell me a minute and be late, or tell me 2 minutes and surprise me?
Oh yeah, I got that. Chris, everything takes a minute. Every time I ask how long, you're like 1 minute. 1 minute.
Exactly. And then you're like, that's just.
Yeah,
it's just what you're trained to say, but I feel like as you get older as a cook, you're more realistic.
Yeah,
and you're like, chef, that's going to be 2.5 minutes.
Yeah,
chef,
it's
going to be. I know you don't hear this, but it's going to be 4 minutes, and I promise you, I will give you the most perfect piece of meat.
I know.
Ever.
Yeah,
just
totally.
give me the time. Yeah,
yeah. Big pick, 6 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm even fine with 6 minutes.
Yeah,
6
exactly.
minutes
just
be okay.
Be honest.
Yeah,
because then there's those cooks that you have to be like, okay, realistically, how long?
Yeah. But now
there's a couple of those.
Yeah.
I said that to Charlie one time, and he was like, that's what I used to say to Bobby Fagan. And I'm like, oh, okay. When we were working at the restaurant, or fucking Trattoria's in Potico in Jamestown.
Okay.
So at that time, when you're in New York, what year is this?
I worked at Colony from 2014 to, end of 2014 to February of 2016.
Got you. What was I guess you guys were on the back end of no more abusive kitchens and things like that. Like you guys were kind of progressing, or was it still that hardcore New York fucking?
Oh no, it was an open kitchen, so you had to keep your shit together. There was a basement setting. People got upset, but no, I mean that it's a nice spot, but it's definitely not the vibe where you're gonna attack someone over
a piece of food.
A piece of food, or the towel not tight against the board.
Blah. No, I hear you. Okay.
So that was great, and I was there for a long time. Became a sous chef. Very difficult to manage people when you are 21 years old.
Yeah, especially when you cooked with them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You all went down together, and now you have to be their sous chef. You have to be their boss.
Yeah. A fair amount of drama there.
Yeah.
Felt like it ended up okay, though. I'm still on good terms with the chef that I had at the time there, and ownership at that place. Yeah.
How long did you stay sous chef?
5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when they gave you that position, did you plan on staying for a long time, or did they know you were on your way out?
No, it wasn't like a conciliatory. Please don't leave.
Yeah.
Be
okay.
a sous chef now.
Gotcha.
That's not a good move that anyone should do either. It was just sort of, so young, just wanting to do some more cooking a lot of burgers, flipping a lot of steaks. I mean, arrosé enough pasta, alonda, whatever, and you're good. Just wanted to see something new. Wanted to sort of take the next step, work in something within the Michelin realm to sort of start to, tighten the screws a little bit.
Got you.
So then that was the next move.
Okay.
It was a place called Rebel on the Bowery. Daniel Eddy was the chef.
How'd you find it?
I had eaten there twice and loved the food.
Okay.
Went there, completely stuffed myself all the way up my esophagus.
Yeah.
Because it was just, the food was delicious, I thought. So then, they were hiring, or I just asked to stage or something, and then one thing led to another. Mm-hmm. How it goes.
Got you.
Yeah.
How long did you stay there?
I only stayed there for 5 months.
Okay.
Because I was offered one of my last nights running service at Colony. Lars Williams came in,
Okay.
And then, completely coincidental, the next night, he was eating at Contra, I was eating at Contra, and sort of like, we like bumped into each other, like by the bathroom or whatever, and I just sort of like stopped him. A little fanboyish, but that's fine.
Of course.
Guy's a huge deal.
Yeah. Did he give you the time of day?
Yeah. I explained who I was and that I had cooked for him last night and that I wasn't like a total creep, but that like I had cooked for him last night and all that. And then he gave me his email address, and one thing led to another. And then like on my first day at Rebel, I got like an email that I was invited to do a Noma stage.
Very cool. Okay.
So you can't not really miss that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless him for giving you the time of day. You know?
I know.
It's like,
great dude.
I get some messages sometimes from some listeners, and they're like, "I'm so astounded that you answer."
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not for everybody to be answering every single fucking DM you get.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, too, it's like, if you're trying to build something like a show like this, I feel like I have to be social.
Yeah.
It's social media, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Like, it's just like, what, sometimes I ask people to do the show, and they're like, no answer. Oh, what do we got? Delivery. Fish?
We should be good on fish. Unless it's not.
Fish delivery. June Wine Bar. Business taking place. While that's going on, I'd like to thank all of you for listening to the show.
Apologies.
Apologies for what, bro? We need to get some deliveries up in here.
That's true.
The train keeps moving.
Can't be a wine bar without the wine.
That's very true. That'd be weird. Like, we only have water this evening.
We're a water bar.
We're a water bar.
New concept. You'll hate it.
Yeah. Is everybody hydrated?
Yeah. It's significantly less fun.
Damn, it's a lot.
That's good.
Where were we?
Noma.
Okay. You get the stage.
Yeah.
And how do you even set this up? Like, how does it all go? Where are you going to stay? Like,
right. No. So they were very, very helpful in giving like of course, there's no on-site housing or anything like that. But they were very helpful in neighborhoods, navigating the city, different sites that you can look into, where some hostels are. I mean, for sure, there must have been like a 30 email chain back and forth with the gentleman who was responsible for heading that up at the time.
Yeah.
And so, then it's basically just you wait until it's the day to go, and then you hop on a plane. I remember being scared shitless because I had never been on a flight that long. It must have been something with the altitude. We land in Copenhagen. My parents and I went. We were going to be there for like 5 days as we were moving me in before the stage commenced. And on the first day of landing, I got the first 2 nosebleeds of my entire life.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be at Noma for the next 3 months. Nosebleeds, and like this is going to be an absolute disaster.
It's like they'll probably create a dish out of it.
Yeah.
It's like just fucking put you on the table and just like squeeze your...
squeeze me. Allow it to coagulate on the plate.
One of our cook's blood sauce.
Please enjoy.
Yes, please enjoy.
Please enjoy.
I bet you people would be like, "Oh my God, so inventive,
genius,
so inventive.
Genius." How do
you bleed from the nose so much?
That's why there's so many stagiaires.
Yeah, it's like it's actually certified organic blood.
It requires.
All right, that's why we have so many stages. You know, the nosebleeds only last 2 weeks after you land.
Yeah.
So you get the nosebleeds.
You're hanging out with
your parents.
Hanging out with my parents. Yeah. Copenhagen is the most magical city.
I hear that
in the world. Perfect size, perfect everything, and then it just begins. It was August through October of 2016.
Who was the CDC there?
It was Ben.
Okay.
Ben Ing.
Okay.
Yeah. This was the original, the first location. It was like they were like my last month was when they started going to
the other
Mexico.
Place. Did they
start doing research trips and stuff?
Did they have the lab already set up?
Yeah, the bunker was all there. Yeah.
Got you.
Met Lars again. Did a couple of couple of afternoons or days or whatever in the lab, just sort of, they do a very good job of rotating people throughout production kitchen, service kitchen, a family meal. My first week, I was on family meal with this chef from Alabama. They put us together because we were the two Americans. That was one of the most difficult weeks of my career. Well, it's 2 meals a day for 100 plus people. You don't know where anything is. You don't know anyone.
Yeah.
And it's also like, it's a big fucking deal to be there. So 100%. There's this whole mental capacity. I had never worked in a restaurant of that level before, nor with that many people at one time.
Yes.
Just so many things to adjust. And now it's like, and then God forbid you overcook the pasta, and then you're going to hear about it for the rest of the day.
Exactly, 100%.
It's a total sprint.
Yeah.
Total sprint.
Okay. So you and the homeboy from Alabama, cooking staff meal. There was obviously... How were the staff meals like? Were they... Did you think they were decent, or like you said...
It depended on who you got.
Yeah,
it depended on who was cooking it. Sometimes they weren't very good. Sometimes they were really quite good.
Did they let you know?
Yeah, you find out for sure. I feel like absolutely. I feel like they're the ones that I did were somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I like to think they were at least in the middle. Some were better than others. I mean, it certainly wasn't the best cooking I've ever done in my life.
Okay.
Because at that time I was 22, so
that's
still
fucking daunting, man.
Still gobs to go.
So how long were you on that station?
You did it for a week.
Okay, gotcha.
You did it for a week, and then production kitchen for most of the time. Big, 2 long steel tables, and it's just like bodies shoulder to shoulder, down on either side. You're picking your single leaves of wood sorrel, sorting them into 3 different sizes.
Yeah.
The radish pie was on the menu at the time. The rhubarb rose, so a lot of tweezer work. Of course, you're cleaning reindeer moss.
Yeah.
For a lot of the time, you see a ton of stuff, and then there's as time moves on, and after maybe your first month, they'll pull you off to do some other tasks, receiving some things, or folding towels, but also blending oils, and you'll move into the service kitchen.
Yeah.
Eventually, foraging. 2 weeks of foraging, insane. Amazing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's just you see all this on YouTube, on Netflix of Noma this, Noma that, and it's just, you get there and you're like, it's all real.
Yeah.
It's all real.
Got you.
So it's amazing.
Are you conversating while you're working with the others? Or is it sort of shut the fuck up?
Ish. You'll get told all sorts of shit, but it wasn't head down silence.
Okay, it wasn't
it wasn't a silent kitchen.
Got you.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they're playing music.
Very loud all the time. Yeah.
Great. Okay,
yeah.
Very cool. So, awesome vibe, awesome place. Were you staying with other cooks?
No. So, there's a site called Red Apple. It's sort of like a fringe Airbnb kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because Airbnb, you can only book month to month.
Uh-huh.
So then you have to...
got another delivery?
Another
Hell
delivery.
Yeah. How much wine you bringing in?
Busy Friday.
You gotta... Love it. All right.
So at the end of each month, if you book through Airbnb, now you got to find yourself another spot. This Red Apple site, for one reason or another, allowed you to do a 3-month deal.
Yeah.
So I lived just with this man named Thomas Brinch.
Okay.
And his son, just on a floor of his house.
Okay.
It's cool.
You keep in contact with Thomas?
I do not keep in contact with Thomas.
Got you.
I think I have his email somewhere, but no, we're not.
You're not friends.
Pen pals.
You're not friends.
No, I don't think he's on Snapchat or
he's
TikTok either. So.
I hope he's not on Snapchat.
Was that funny, Kip?
Look, whoever's on fucking Snapchat, we need to get rid of that app, bro. There's
red flag.
Yeah, that's a red flag. If somebody's like, oh, hit me up on Snapchat, it means you want to say some shit to me that you want then deleted.
Deleted.
We got some issues here.
That's true.
You know.
What else do you have to?
Kind of weird. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
true.
And this stage through Noma, how long were you there? 3 months?
It was a 3-month stage.
3 months.
Yeah.
Was there any time during that time where you're like, man, I'm fucking